Alright, hello everyone, welcome to Sinful Gaming. Hope you're all doing well, hope everyone's staying safe, and most of all, hope you're all fighting that war against the Grey. We're painting up the start of my Soul Black Gravelords army. So we've got some Skeleton Warriors, we've got a set of Cursed City, so that's pretty much the foundation of my army. So we're going to start off with the bases, get them out of the way first. And then we'll start working on the models. So bases should be nice and easy. Just a big coat of Incubi Darkness on the bases. So we're just slowly getting these started up. If you're watching, let us know. Nick Yates, hello mate, how are you? There goes your hobby, mate. Just starting on a Soul Black Gravelords army, just a small little force I got. Obviously I've got Cursed City laying about, and then I had like another spare 10 zombies to make a legal unit, and I've got a Mortis engine. So it's like 1200 points of Gravelords just sitting there that can get painted up and get a few games in. We're just going to work on our bases to begin with. These Alexander, morning. I saw some of your battle systems, man. They're looking sweet. How do I paint so fast? Just got to keep working, man. I don't stop. Don't sleep. That's probably how. So we're hoping we can probably get these done pretty quick, this little 1000-point force. Dude, it just takes practice. Like, I get loads of reps with painting in, so it all comes with practice. I once like took forever to paint models, and now I can just like breeze through stuff. That is okay on. We're taking him for a spin, so Dragonlair's got a little tournament tomorrow. I'm going to give big bad boy Archaon a run out. So he'll be getting painted up soon. I've just got a commission to do sometime soon. I'm doing a commission of some Gloomspite Gits. So that's going to be fun running the big boy. Got purple all over my fingers from doing these little bases. clean up the brushes that we used to do the paint. Oop, as I've just broken one of them. GW brush, broken. Reading anything new? I'm about a couple of hours off finishing End of Enlightenment by Richard Strachan, so I should have a review up for that nice and soon. So now we're going to start working on the bone. So we need Xandri dust for our base. So yeah, that's about it. Should have that one finished up soon. Tip when I paint though is I paint up in the layers, so I paint stuff where I can be messy to begin with, so I can get stuff knocked out nice and quick. Donald, hello mate. Hope you're doing well. I'll wait for that paint to dry down the bottom so I can do the legs. So we'll go through everyone. Hi Tyron Red, hello mate. Hope you're doing well as well. I'm painting some Soul Black Gravelords, so hopefully I can have an army done up pretty quick. So I've got Curse City, an extra 10 zombies to make the zombie unit legal. I've then got a Mortis Engine and the Sepulchral Guard from Underworlds as well, so I can make close to 1,500 points of Soul Black Gravelords up. I'll probably just grab a couple of extra model, another like box or something, maybe some direwolves or something, and got a legal army there. Should be fun. They're different than what they were. People were upset because a lot of their units, how they used to work, don't work like that anymore. And the ones that people are mainly particularly angry about, skeletons, I'm quite fine with not being a great offensive unit anymore. I never liked the fact that skeletons could put out so many attacks. I thought it was stupid. I like the fact they're a big anvil now. We'll be starting to do book reviews on the channel, so I should have a Soul Black Gravelords review up with some of my local players. So we'll have like a full rundown, and they're all like my local death players I'll be talking to on that. So yeah, we'll be starting to do book reviews on the channel properly. What is everyone else's thoughts on the Soul Black? I think they're good without being broken, which I like. I'm a big fan of that sort of like being good without being broken. More armies came out like I think these Soul Black Gravelords look, I think we'd have less problems in the game. And yeah, there's a few things like to look at them about. Like their points cost seem maybe a bit high on some pieces. And maybe that's a sign of things to come. Maybe we're getting a points increase game wide with AOS 3 like 40k saw. Nice, yeah. Maybe it's just to be able to get them on the table. Like I'd like to just be able to play the army and get out a ton of battle reports for people. Like, there won't be any of the most top tier competitive lists. I mean, people don't come here for competitive lists, do they? If they do, they're probably coming to the wrong place. But the big thing for me is making use out of these Cursed City models. I really want them to be useful. I think a lot of people do. Yeah, Dark Tyrant Red. I think you've hit the right part. They're not too powerful, not too weak. And I just wish more armies were like that. So here's a question for people. What color should I do my Soul Black Gravelords? I'm thinking red. Could go really nice with like the purpley greeny sort of base. That's pretty much it. If there's one thing I am, it is an absolute fanboy for Age of Sigmar, so. Yeah, I was saying before I've got a red or sky blue. Sky blue would be nice. I got a lot of blue armies though. I just painted a green one. I've just painted a blue one. I think I'm going to go red. So I've just got blue Marines. I've just painted green for my Wanderers. I've just painted blue for my Stormcast. Well, blue and green for my Stormcast. So yeah, maybe I should do red. Freehand something on this banner. I think after freehanding my first banner, I've now got the feeling that I should always freehand something on there because I'm confident enough to do it now. I've done it once, and I think it's sort of just awoken something in myself, a little bit of self-confidence I maybe needed to keep doing it. Well, I definitely won't do sky blue then. If that's what you're doing, I won't. I'm going to go red. I'm going to go with like a really rusty looking armor. And so now we're just going back and touching up the legs. Now the base paint's dry on the base. I don't have the contrast paints, mainly because I don't use them enough. Just doesn't go with how I like to paint. But corn red is the same thing. Jerome, hello. We're painting some skeleton warriors for my Soul Black Gravelords today. David Wright, thoughts on what the other faction in the AOS starter box would be? I'm hoping for me. Like we talked about this on the narrative show, and I really hope it's for me. That is my big hope. I would hope it's not just like another goblin or orc force. I think destruction has so much more potential than just being orcs and ogres and golems. Oh, nice. If I played video games, it'd be great. I just don't get enough time to play video games with everything else I do in life. Chris, hello, mate. Listening in from work as always, I see. Morning, Buff. Morning there, man. I don't know. The Skeleton Warrior one, I think it's changed. Like, from what they used to. I think people were expecting them to be pretty similar to what they used to be, which was actually quite, like, strong offensively. And they're now quite defensive, so I'm not too upset with it. And they're cheap. They're 80 points for 10. That's really cheap. They are really survivable for 80 points. So Skeleton Warriors were actually really good in Age of Sigmar. The stat line's relatively unchanged. Spears and swords now have the same singular profile. They don't have a mixed profile. Yeah, they're pretty similar to what they used to be. A lot of their special rules have changed. I think most of the UK is coming out of lockdown very soon, man. Yeah, Werewolf Army would be sweet, I think. Just waiting for bits and pieces to dry. It's rather cold here as we're starting to enter winter, obviously, here in Australia at the moment. So it's starting to get a bit cold, and paint's not drying as quick as it was a couple of weeks ago. I hope everyone can get back to normal. Even we still have restrictions in place in Australia. Like, we were supposed to go see Parkway Drive in concert in July, and that's just the Parkway Driver just pulled the pin on it because due to restrictions, like they can't host like a concert properly like they want to, and their support acts can't get passage into Australia. So our border restrictions are extremely tough. besides narrative play, like, yeah, obviously, like my biggest thing for AOS 3 is the new Path to Glory system is just wow for me. I'm hoping it tidies up the things with the game. I really like the idea that they're going for more interaction during your opponent's turn. So you being able to do stuff to influence the game in your opponent's turn to sort of play off against your opponent in their turn. I really like the idea of less downtime. Because what this does is this keeps both players engaged, and it means that games will end up being quicker. The rumor that was spouted with no debuff stacking, I like. What does everyone here want out of Age of Sigmar 3? What's the one thing you want more than anything out of it? Well, that's exactly what they're sort of hinting at. Sam Pearson posted up on Twitter. He's like, they even said that in their teaser thing, the video they did, where they're like, if you've liked Conquest, Past Glory's learned a lot from Conquest. They didn't say it will be exactly the same, but they said it's learned a lot from Crusade, which is good because Crusade is the whole reason I got back into 40k. I thought the system is amazing. We probably are going to have a Crusade campaign on the channel at some point soon. Yeah, but think of it this way. It's just going to change how you play. While it's not going to allow you to stack buffs, right? What it's going to do is it allows you to spread, like, you're still going to have all those buffs available, which means you can spread those buffs more. So it's just going to change how you do. You're not going to lose those debuffs and buffs. It's just going to make you spread them more, which is just a different way to play. Yeah, I think in the end, like, look, in the end, iOS 2 was much better than iOS 1, and I have full confidence that iOS 3 will be the a better version than iOS 2. What I'd like to see for that is I'd like to see only being able to take one buff and one debuff from any source. So if you have a debuff that puts -2 to hit on someone, you can get -2. Like cold in Australia, it's cold in Australia. Yeah, what are we now? You got to remember, I'm in the hottest state in the driest country in the driest. I'm in the driest state of the driest country in the world. So cold for me is very different to a lot of people. What are we? We're 12 degrees. That's extremely cold for me. 12 degrees is really cold for Australia. You got to think like my winters are still like 18 to 24. Hello world. Hey mate, I'm doing well. Yourself? -12 degrees is freaking cold for me. Way too cold for Australia. Yeah, see, like our summers are regularly like 41 degrees, like 41 to 45 degrees Celsius. Becca Kinska Groupie. Hello. That took me about a few takes to try and get the name right. Hope you're doing well. Norrie Board Game Buff, thank you very much for dropping by, man. Appreciated. Chat to you soon, no doubt, I'm sure. We'll be back on Sunday night. What's everyone working on hobby-wise tonight? What are you all doing? Or today, this morning, whatever it is, wherever you are. Oh, nice, David. That's awesome, man. But you're glad to have them done. They got to tease it out. They will be teasing a lot of stuff, so get ready to wait on plenty of stuff. Here it starts to rain outside as well. It's cold and raining. Oh, nice. Next arc in your D&D campaign. Sounds great. Augustin, nice to see you there, mate. Oh, nice. You found Cheap Army of Dark Elves. Awesome, man. I'm glad you're following in the steps of the world's best Scourge privateer player, and only. Becca. It is Becca. Am I pronouncing it right? Or is it Bequa? I'm going with Becca. You just gotta tackle that pile. For ages I didn't paint. Wolf Paws, happy Friday, mate. For ages I didn't paint models. I only really started painting properly maybe 2.5 years ago. Really. And ever since I did, like, I've got better and better. I've got more and more confident in my ability to paint and stuff like that. And I've just massively improved. Yeah, Augustine, ramble off what you've got, man. And I'll let you know where to begin. So I use OBS, Open Broadcast Software. A mix of that, and then I've got a Linux computer, so I use Kden Live as editing software. Recording bat reps and stuff, I literally use my phone. And Becca, if you're not already, jump into our Discord server. There's a link to it in the description of the video. Great amount of hobby help in there to get you motivated to get some miniatures painting. If you've got that many Corsairs, like Anvil Guard is definitely where you should be going. Yeah, you got stuff for Anvil Guard there, without a doubt. Because you're gonna even yeah, Anvil Guard Hakuron is definitely where you should be going with what you got. Or even Miss Tarvin. Yeah. Yeah, no. I am a little bit behind in my heresy novels. Yeah, with all the Dark Elf stuff there, man, definitely check out, like, they're the 4 ones that your Dark Elves would be predominant in. What have you got? What chariots have you got? Are they built? Are they the Scourge Runner or the Drake Spawn? Because, yeah, depending which ones they are, depends whether I think you need an extra one or not. Yeah, Drake Spawns definitely don't need an extra one. They work pretty well as lone units with the Drake Spawn ones. Scourge Runners, you always want units of 3 because that way you're getting the champion who gets +1 to hit. Because there's been an FAQ on the champions for the Scourge Runners that you only get the champion if there's 3 models in the unit. Yeah, and then on that dragon, you've got a couple of options because you've got the pieces there to make Drusa Crafe Shadow Pact if you've got a Sorceress. Definitely go down that route. And if you've got a Dreadlord, well, a Dreadlord on Black Dragon's just a great piece. It's the old model, so that'd be a Dreadlord, wouldn't it? It'd be the old Malekith model. He's just a good piece. Dreadlord on Black Dragon is solid. I would recommend going in, if you want to see how some similar lists can play, maybe go check out my battle reports on the channel, any with Scourge Privateers, because that'll give you a good idea of how Anvil Guard can run. Like, even if you can make a dual rider so you can chop and change them would be great. Because you definitely got like the stuff at the piece. You might be lacking a few of the Corsairs in some of them. Yeah, well, you could easily drop out some of those Corsairs for, say, Dark Shards. Think of one of the most recent battle reports against the Lumineth. The City's Army are playing that where I run the Dark Shards alongside the Corsairs, so you can have a check out of that one. You probably drop some of the Corsair numbers down, keep your 3 units so you can keep the battalion, and then probably fit in like an extra piece or so in there. Definitely Age of Sigmar at the moment. There is no old world game out at the moment, so yeah, Age of Sigmar. Execution and Blackguard are decent. I don't personally rate either unit. I've got both of them and I've played them in games and they're fun. Yeah, no worries, man. Yeah. I run heaps of Dark Elves in Age of Sigmar. Pretty much what I built the premise of the channel up on is like me playing Dark Elves in Age of Sigmar. And not like Daughters of Cain, like proper like Dark Elves with the Dark and Commons models and stuff like that. So you have Daughters of Cain is like a full Dark Elf army. You can certainly run all Dark Elves in Cities of Sigmar. Both Amvgard, Harkuron, Misthaven all really play Dark Elves really well. And even Hallowheart to an extent as well can do Dark Elves really, really well. I can't say I've watched too much Castlevania. Dude, I do so much Warhammer that like my life revolves around Warhammer. Because like after I finish here, I'll be listening to like audio dramas to do reviews. But yeah, I have seen like the imagery of Castlevania. I like it a lot. I like the imagery that they use. Daughters are great. Daughters are super fun. Got a Daughters of Cain army over there that need to get painted up. My personal thing with Harkuron or Augustin is that I think your best option to take with Harkuron is take the priest, and probably I think you can get the most out of things like Executioners, Blackguard, Corsairs, and stuff with a priest, or Dark Shards are better than taking witches. I think if you get that second Dark Elf unit, you probably take something like Blood Stalkers, the Bow Snakes, as they have mortal wound output, which is something you actually lack. I mean, Witch Elves are solid, man. Like, they're a good unit. Generally you're going to get 2 picks. They wouldn't be my pick because you can generally get other things that can do the same job as them, but they're not a bad pick. They will absolutely beat stuff up. Hey, JBB. Thoughts on new Soul Blight leaks? I think people are overreacting a little bit on them. There's definitely some really solid stuff in there. I think the big thing is a lot of things change from how they used to work and don't work like they used to work anymore. I think Soul Blight will be good. Putting up some Soul Blight Gravelords at the moment. Sort of. It's literally just a Cursed City box, adding a couple of pieces in. Like Virkos is good just because it's got access to all those characters and gives them the buffs. I do like the Castelli Dynasty, and Legion of Night as well is really nice as well. I should have a review coming up on the channel. I've got some of my local death players. I'm starting mainly because I've got the force here. So, like with Cursed City, I've got 1,000 points when I add 10 zombies to Cursed City. Yeah, so Nighthaunt and Bone Reapers, I think. Yeah, you can find Sinful Gaming on Instagram. Same name. Same thing. We're on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. It depends. Like normally one, but if rules say you ignore it, then you can ignore it. I haven't properly looked at that yet, Jerome. So my Soul Blight Gravelord digging is minimal. I just found the points. Go, oh cool, I got 1,000 points. Let's get it ready for the table. Yeah, Becca. Yeah, Instagram's under the same name. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, all of it's under the same name. We'll soon be starting some extra hobby hangouts on Twitch. So one main benefit of having multiple people count as your general is a lot of the generic command abilities work at bigger ranges, which is bigger than it seems, I guess. I believe they get some other benefits as well. And for anyone who enjoys the channel as well, we got Patreon and YouTube members if you want to help support the channel in that way as well. Those are all linked in the description. Patrons and YouTube members get to help pick like the future of the channel and what we end up doing. Yeah. Yeah, patrons in the description if you'd like to help with in that way. That helps me do more stuff with the channel. The way Patreon's going at the moment, we've managed to get enough that I can take some extra time to start some narrative battle reports and just put more time into battle reports. Patreon's a big reason why I'm actually able to paint up this army, because I can take a bit of time out of work to actually paint them up. Alrighty. I'm going to double check all our bone is all nice and base coated, and we're going to stick down a wash on the bone and the metal, because we're just going to do agrax on both. Augustine, yeah, man. Last picture of Black Dragon, where did you post it? Augustine, thank you very much for helping on Patreon, man. That means a ton. Where did you post your Black Dragon? Let me know. On Instagram or? But, yeah. Just saw, Augustine, I got the notification. Thank you very much, mate. That means a ton. Barracon Minis. Yeah, cool. If you just like me, I should be able to find you easy on my Instagram. Cool. Following you back. Oh, dude, that dragon is awesome. I love those colors. That is the old Malekith dragon too, by the way. That is the old Malekith model. Dude, that is some insane painting, mate. Really, really nice. I'm going to say blue. I am colorblind, so it could be purple, and I apologize if I'm wrong. But yeah, that is really nice. Really, really nice. Dude, chili, that is awesome. Dude, that is the most awesome thing about like this community and the hobby. Like, especially on like, so I have like a little greeting message when people come on Discord and stuff. If you're not on the Discord already, jump in the Discord. There's a link to that in the description as well. Beck, do not worry. Like, I have no doubt that like COVID is like making people strenuous. Believe me, I take no. There is no ill will in anyone who can't help support the channel. David, thank you very much. Yeah, I was really happy with how the Silver Neptune Wanderers turned out. That was a real labor of love project for me. And Becca, I hope things can get a little bit better for you soon. Hope things can go on the up for you. But yeah, if not, jump in the Discord server, everyone. There's tons of people chatting there. Yeah, more people. There's plenty of people chatting in the Discord all the time. Great little hobby community. As I stand at Augustine, like, what's cool about this hobby and what I've loved about like having the Discord set up, I have like a greeting message, asking where you're from and all that. I've got like a little like get to know, so I can sort of get to know everyone a little bit more. There's like people I do like soccer. I'm a big football fan, soccer, whatever you call it around the world. Even like I like watching American football and stuff like that as well. And sports, and like I get into sports chat with people because I can like talk to them that way. It's really great just seeing like where people pop up all over the world when they answer like oh hi, I'm from Chile, I'm from the UK, America, and you get the standard ones: UK, America, Australia. Even things like Germany and all that pop up quite often. And then you get weird ones or odd ones like we had a couple of people join the Discord from India. And I didn't know there was like a wargaming community in India. Like a wargaming community in India. I'm like, oh yeah. And so these like 3 or 4 people joined from India out of nowhere into our Discord server. And started chatting about wargaming in India. I'm like, this is really, really cool. Like just finding another like little pocket of the Warhammer community in the world and seeing all those places. I know there's one of the people in our Discord that lives in Kazakhstan, of all places. It's just great seeing like how far and wide the hobby community. Oh, don't worry. Every time I go to write so many different things, I'm really bad because I type really, really quick. Especially when texting, that I always get caught out on autocorrect so bad all the time. We're just making sure at the moment all those colors on them are built up really nice. Yeah, and if you follow me on Instagram, leave your name in the comments so I can follow you back. I've got Tavern, whoever that is. I'm assuming that might be you, David. I'll follow you back. Love seeing everyone's hobby. Yeah, look, I'm never going to be the most competitive like channel out there. I'll probably go a little bit into competitive when I start talking about what I take to tournaments, because for me, how I look at the game and tournament setting is I want to play the units I want to play. And my aim is to do the best I can with the units I like. So I don't want to go take some net list. Yeah, awesome. I just followed you back, David. Thought it might be you. You were mentioning like you checked out, so I'm like, oh, it's probably you. But yeah, I forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, my competitive setting. I'm like, I'm going to play the units I like to the best those units can be played. That is my aim in a competitive sense. If the units I like happen to be the most broken army out, then so be it. But they generally don't happen to be. I mean, Wanderers, I'm going to play that Wanderers army to the best of my ability. I've got my Scourge Privateers. Dude, like there is a thing where knowing what your army does, being good at your army can really. That's all right. Hey, I have no issues with weird names or anything. Don't worry about it. Rerolling one, Jax. Good morning, mate. If you love good battle reports, people rerolling ones is the way to go. Hey, Wolfpaw's like, I sold my Swiftwalk agents. It was a tough choice, but there's a dude playing Warhammer Fantasy Battles that really was looking for some models, and at that time, like Lumineth had just come out, and I was like, do I, don't I? And this dude was just no one else was answering him. I left it for like 5 days, umming and ahhing. Do I respond to this dude saying I've got this big army for him? And in the end, I actually ended up trading for like a Warcry starter set and some other things. So I got like a really good trade out of it, and I felt really good because this dude, he then like sent me pictures saying, "Oh, like thanks so much." Like he's glad he's got like the actual minis for the Warhammer Fantasy Army he put together, which is awesome. So they're doing better over with him. So the cloaks in my Corsairs, you can literally search that up on Warhammer TV. I've literally followed their cloaks. The white is like so the white is building up to Pallid Whipflesh as the main like white or off white, and then it is what's it called? Xerxes purple is like what the top color becomes for the purple, and it's just gold and silver bits. I got the inspiration for the color scheme from the Arakazenth artwork on the cover of Heart of Winter, a novel by Nick Horth, or novella by Nick Horth. So if you go look at that, you can pretty much get what I've gone. Yeah, so the cloaks are a greeny color. Yeah, the cloaks have green tints to them. And like I said, the cloaks, you can find the color scheme on Warhammer TV. I literally followed that scheme for the cloaks. Just what's the Sea Dragon cloaks? Warhammer TV Sea Dragon cloaks. You'll find it. It's a really nice, like very simple color scheme. And then Anthony, good morning. Good night over here. It is currently almost 11 p.m. Nice. I've got one of the Griffins left. I kept, because I had like 2 of the Griffins, so I kept one of the Griffins for myself. So I'm just going to convert that into a free good General and Griffin. Or make an Anvil of Apotheosis hero, whatever. Maybe I'll make it like I might convert it up and make it like a Lumineth hero on a Griffin. Be cool. Make like another what's the I forget the name. Not High Warden. Regent. Yeah, the Regent for the Lumineth. Make like a different version of a Regent. No worries, Alexander. Have a good one, mate. I hope you have a good day. Oh, nice. I've seen a few people like attempt Marath, like snake body conversion of Marathi. They look great. It's pretty easy. Like the bottom part of Marathi is really, really easy to use for conversions like that. No, I play cities. So I've got the Wanderers, obviously, that you've seen. I've got my Scourge Privateers. I've got a Halihart and a Hammerhall army, and Hydras there, and then the down below is like Phoenix Guard and Free Guild. So yeah, I've got quite a bit of cities. Probably got about 10,000 points painted up as cities. There are 6 Hydras painted up in that cabinet. Oh, nice. Sounds good, Becca. Really think my phone's not showing. Oh yeah, Phoenix Guard are worth it in literally every city. They just are good. Are a good war scroll. Alright, let's get some Agrax when I can find it. Agrax. Now we're just going to pop some Agrax on both the bone and the metal. Oops, just seeing that I missed something. Yeah, Phoenix Guard you can't go wrong with. Like, they're just good. No, I don't always do batch painting. I generally try and smash out units together. I find it just gets my armies painted up nice and quick. And that is what I aim for. So generally when I paint, I try and paint out the majority of the army first and then work my way on like characters and special models last. I think, yeah. I generally try and paint armies out. When I'm painting, I'm generally not painting pieces. I'm generally painting armies. So I paint according to trying to get armies done, if that makes sense. At which point, like, I try and smash out my troops nice and quick. I always find, like, a project just, like, it's a first slog. Once you pass that, the rest of the army comes together so quick and easy. Like with the Wanderers army that I did, all those Wildwood Rangers were painted together, all 48 of them. And I added in a couple of banners and got them done. I've just got to go back and finish up the other banners and freehand the other banners. And put something on the other banners. But then those Wanderers will be completely done. But we'll probably add some more pieces to them over time. And probably definitely some more Sylvaneth. Like, we might just make a Sylvaneth army because we've already painted up 2 Tree Lords. So to get to 1,000 points won't be that hard from where we are. We've missed another pad on this one here. No worries. See you back in a sec. Oh yeah, Blade Lords and Tree Revenants, some cool conversions. I've got a bunch of Wanderers units I want to paint. I'll probably just use like custom war scrolls to count them as Cities of Sigmar units in like some narrative games. So yeah, you can fully expect to see like Path to Glory. Like we're going to be starting narrative campaigns. I'm organizing a Warcry campaign. And then we should have Path to Glory. We should have Crusade coming to the channel as well once I get that done. So yeah, if you're just joining us, let us know where you're watching from, what you're hobbying on, what you've been up to. pull some models off the paint stick. And 20 zombies to do after these skeletons. So the cool character models here. Like I said, I've got a Mortis engine as well, so to take this up to 12, and then I've got the sepulchral stalkers as well. So add in probably just another character, or no, I can't add another character. It would need to be another unit or something. Felbats or something cool. And I'll have probably about 1,500 points. Get some more Incubi Darkness going. Get these zombies started. So yeah, get the bases started for these. So yeah, once these are done, the skeletons and zombies are done, it's pretty much straightforward to get the rest of it done. Which is awesome. Yeah, we should hopefully be able to smash this out pretty quick and be able to get some Soul Black Gravelord bat wraps up on the channel for everyone. Is generally the plan. If you're watching as well, don't forget to drop us a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. All of that greatly helps the channel. Most people stay loyal. Like, in all honesty, I own probably everything. Wouldn't say I buy the best. I just like pretty models. But at the end of the day, I always go back to Cities of Sigmar and Stormcast. Every other army I paint, I've probably painted to a Stormcast or a Cities army. But yeah, most people generally have, I wouldn't say one army, but they have a couple armies that they're impartial to. Most people generally stick to a Grand Alliance as well. Me, YouTube channel, I try to show off as many different armies as possible. So the reason for me painting Soul Black Gravelords is I hopefully want to get some battle reports out with Soul Black Gravelords for people. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah, I've got two Gloomspite are just awesome. I love painting up my Gloomspite kits. I've actually got a commission to paint up some Gloomspites that I've got to get working on once I've got these done. Got a couple of commissions coming in. You've got a Gloomspite and a Lumineth army commission to do. amount of stuff I have to finish is ridiculous. So I've got 100 grots as my core. I've got, what have we got in the South Point? 100 grots, a bunch of wizards, loom boss, some squig hoppers, not squig hopper, boing grot bounders, some Troggos, the endless spells, Gobblepalooza, and some fanatics. Actual grot army. Oh, nice. First game of them on Tuesday. That sounds awesome, man. I look forward to hearing how it goes. Remember the placement of your netters, because that'll become extremely important. Your army has extremely low bravery as well, so just remember to make sure you stay in range buff. The ability to use command points and stuff like that, or within range of your Loon Shrine, etc. Yeah, and just make sure that they're in front of your ranks so that can affect the most enemy models. So they affect models within range of them. So it's actually not every 2 inch, because how... give me a sec. Let me look up netters. Yeah, so it's every 2 inch, so you want a 4 inch gap, pretty much. Because what you want to do is you want to have netter here and a netter here, because I've got a 2 inch range, so they can reach a netters here, so they can reach this together with 2 inch either side, and then they cast the bubbles, so you get the most out of your bubbles. So 2 inch is probably, I think it's like, pretty much 1 in every 4 models in your front rank should be a netter. All right, everyone. That's going to be it for the night. We've been going for a couple of hours now. So with that, I'm going to bid everyone farewell, good night. Yeah, don't bother with stabbers. They do nothing. Realistically, grots do nothing either way, so not really losing much. So yeah, gonna head off for the night, everyone. A couple of hours of hobby together. Thank you all for joining in. Thank you to everyone who followed on Instagram or joined the Discord or subscribed on Patreon or YouTube members tonight. Thank you very much for coming and watching. We'll be back on Sunday night, as always. So come say hello then. But until then, everyone, stay safe, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the grey. Ciao for now.